Ask the editors at Automobile Magazine what car it is they would love to own, the must-have car. That car, in most cases, is a Porsche 911. But what would it be like to live with a 911? Really live with it on a daily basis as if it was your only car? Well, we decided to try it out. We gave ourselves exactly 24 hours to see how much stuff we could do with it and how much stuff we can jam into it. It's 9/11, Saturday morning. Let's head to Matt Tierney and his daughter Ruby as they head to Ruby's riding lessons at a local stable.
What do you think of this car?
I think it's a really cool car.
My daughter Ruby has been taking riding lessons for the last few months, and we thought it would be a good idea to see how she fits in the back seat and all of her stuff could fit in the front.
Can it go as fast as a cheetah?
It can go almost 200 miles an hour.
Certainly this would be a fantastic car to own because it's a great driving car, but if you have kids, you need to be able to accommodate everything that goes with that.
Want to go 190?
No.
Yeah, I think Mom would kill me, and I would get fired.
It's a lot more usable than I thought it would be. The back seat, legroom wasn't really a problem for her certainly, and even I sat in the back of that car and I was surprised how comfortable it was. You know, it's certainly not going to replace our minivan, but it is a car that could function as an everyday car. It would do 95% of the things I needed to do.
All right, I got your saddle.
Getting to drive a Porsche daily would just make everything you do more exciting.
Let's go.
There'd be no more boring commute. Makes you feel good driving it.
I probably am as avid about flower gardening as I am about cars. So I find my vehicle frequently packed with flowers. I thought it would be a lot of fun to go to the nursery and see how much I could jam in that 911. I cannot believe how many flowers I got in that car. In addition to a flat, I got in the gigantic amaryllis, which that one was shocking. I couldn't believe I got that in there. And I only lost one bloom on its way in. I'm getting more. I forgot, I knew the front trunk was big because I put a Toomey bag in there when I was on vacation, but I forgot it was so wide too. So I put a lot more tall plants in the trunk than I expected. And I probably could have jammed a bunch more in. Done. When you put the key in the ignition and fire it up, you know, it's not just exciting to you, it's exciting to everybody else standing within earshot of that car, and they all turn and look.
I go golfing every weekend. Originally, I was thinking that because it's a Porsche 911, it's a 2+2 seater with a trunk that doesn't hold a set of golf clubs, that I would not be able to bring two people golfing. But in hindsight, my bag fit in the back seat so well, there could have been another one on top of it, and two people can easily take it to the golf course. You know, there's something about a Porsche 911, it makes you feel like you're a great driver. It's got a lot of power. I would love to have a Porsche 911 to drive every day. It's a cool car. Who doesn't look good getting in or out of a Porsche?
Whoa, man. Hope she likes these balloons. They're starting to go already.
It's Lindy and mine's first year anniversary, and I thought it'd be really special to pick her up in a new 911 and go out to the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe. Well, the Porsche 911 is definitely one of my favorite cars. My parents had a 68, and as a kid, I remember leaving the driveway in it, going to sell it, and I was crying. Do we have to get rid of this car? So when the opportunity came up to photograph and go out in a brand new 911, I was ready to go. Seeing I can't have anything to drink tonight, I figured I'd still be able to treat myself by hitting up the Looney Baker. It's great, the Looney Baker has a drive-thru. We don't have to leave the fresh smell of the 911 leather.
Welcome to the Looney Baker, what can I get for you?
Yeah, can I get a glazed donut, a loony bread, and a turnover?
Sure thing, please pull up.
I observed the Jewish Sabbath, which ends in Michigan at around 10 p.m. during the summer, at which point the only choices for night activity are really the supermarket or the clubs. So, supermarket it is. I can't really control what cars I get over the weekends, but the bottom line is, if it's a Porsche, I still need toilet paper and contact solution. The Porsche did surprisingly well. The boot's pretty deep, but I wouldn't put eggs in there because it actually got pretty warm in there, and I think that's because of the brakes and cooling goes through there. I didn't want my eggs boiled before I got home. So I had to take the car over to my colleague Eric Pingwall, and the car collected quite a bit of dirt. I didn't want him to think I was a slob, so decided to wash the car.
I've got to catch a plane this morning, but I'm leaving extra early so I can spend some time on my favorite personal test track, Huron River Drive. It's a great road with gentle curves in it. It's nothing dramatic, nothing challenging, but it's absolutely perfect for just taking a relaxed yet spirited drive. Not pushing the cars to the limit, but really enjoying it and being able to feel the steering, the responsiveness in the powertrain, the transmission. It would be incredible to own a 911. To escape from the office out to your favorite road anytime you want. And know that you've got the perfect tool to do it. I love the steering of the 911. I just love how direct that connection is between the road and your fingertips. Hitting the highway in a 911 isn't a bad thing. Heading down the suburban streets isn't a bad thing. Fighting airport traffic and pulling up to the curb in that big mess, it's not a bad thing. Pretty much every mile in a 911 is enjoyable. The only downside of driving this 911 to the airport is that when I return, I know it's not going to be here waiting for me.